Most people think they are investing. They've got a savings account, maybe a retirement plan, and they feel safe. But here's the uncomfortable truth. They're not really investors at all. They're passengers. Their money isn't working for them. It's sitting still, quietly losing value to inflation. Money works like a game with different levels. Each level offers more freedom, opportunity, and control. The sad truth is that many people remain stuck at the lowest level. This is not because they lack the ability to move forward. It is because they are unaware that higher levels even exist. They follow routines without realizing there is a system to master. Money growth is possible for everyone, not just for rich or powerful people. So, let's take a closer look. What level are you on right now? Level 1, the Sleepwalker. This is the starting point in the levels of investors. People in this stage are not bad with money, but they avoid thinking about it. They focus on working, paying bills, and handling daily life, believing that the future will somehow take care of itself. Retirement? That's a problem for their future selves. The problem is that ignoring money decisions is still a decision, and it often costs the most. While they stay busy with life, inflation slowly reduces the value of their earnings and savings, making it harder to build security later. Sleepwalkers are not lazy. They're simply overwhelmed or unaware that there's a path upward. The key lesson of this level is awareness. Until someone realizes that money is a game with levels, they remain stuck at the bottom, losing time and opportunity without even knowing it. Level 2, the Saver. This is the stage where people believe they are being smart with money simply because they save. They avoid waste, keep their earnings in the bank, maybe even a fixed deposit, and feel proud of their discipline. On the surface, this looks responsible, especially compared to those who spend freely. The hidden problem is that savings alone do not protect wealth. Inflation slowly reduces the value of money, while bank interest is too small to keep up. Over time, what feels like safety is actually a slow loss of purchasing power. Savers think they are secure, but in truth they are stuck, standing still while the world around them grows more expensive. This level teaches that saving is only the first step. To move forward, people must learn how to make money grow instead of letting it quietly shrink. Level 3, the Outsourcer. This is where people take their first real step into investing, but stop short of learning how it actually works. Instead of learning the game, they hand the ball to someone else by buying mutual funds or hiring a financial advisor. It feels smart and grown up. But here's the twist. They are not real investors because they have handed over the decisions and strategy to someone else. This choice can bring convenience. And while there's nothing wrong with outsourcing, it also comes with hidden costs such as fees, limited control, and the risk that the advisor's interests may not align with yours. Outsourcers think they are in the game, but in reality, they're only spectators watching others move their money. To rise above this level, they must take ownership, learn the rules, and make informed choices instead of leaving everything in someone else's hands. Level 4, the Independent. This level marks the stage where someone finally takes control of their own money decisions. They open accounts, buy stocks, maybe explore real estate, and dive into research through articles and videos. This level feels empowering because they are no longer just watching from the sidelines. They are making the calls themselves. The thrill of independence can be exciting, but also brings danger. Without patience and discipline, the independent investor often reacts emotionally, chasing quick wins, selling too fast when markets dip, or hiding losses while celebrating small victories. At this stage, the real challenge is not about access to tools or information, but about mindset. Success depends on learning to think long-term, manage risk, and stay steady when markets swing. Those who master discipline move forward, but without it they burn out before they can build real wealth. Level 5, the Builder. This is the stage where money stops being just savings or trades and becomes a tool that works for its owner. At this level, every dollar is given a purpose, like an employee whose job is to bring in more income. Builders focus on creating systems that generate steady cash flow, whether through dividend-paying stocks, rental properties, or businesses that grow beyond their own time and effort. What makes this level powerful is the shift in mindset, where wealth is no longer about storing money, but about building streams of income that continue to flow. Many people believe this is only possible for the wealthy, but in truth, anyone can start small and grow. The builder's real achievement is freedom, created step by step, until their money works harder than they ever could, giving them control over both time and future. Level 6, the legacy. This is the stage where money takes on its deepest meaning. At this point, wealth is no longer about paying bills, gaining freedom, or even building personal comfort. Instead, it becomes about creating lasting impact. The legacy investor shifts their focus from how do I grow my money to how do I make it endure and how do I make it matter? They set up trust to protect their family for generations. They fund scholarships, charities, or community projects. They design their wealth to outlive them, shaping a story that continues long after they're gone. Here's the simple truth. You don't need billions to reach this level. What makes this level powerful is the mindset that legacy is not measured by the size of the fortune, but by the purpose behind it. Even a small amount of wealth, when used with intention, can create an impact that lasts for decades. So, if you're ready to begin the journey of moving from being a sleepwalker to the level of legacy, here's some simple, practical, and powerful tips you can follow. Know your money. Write down all your income, spending, and debts for 1 month, because you can't change what you don't see. Save for emergencies. Open a savings account and keep 3 to 6 months of living costs there for safety. Start small with investing. Begin with easy options like index funds or government savings bonds. Keep it simple and steady, and always research before you buy. Make your rules. Decide in advance how much to invest, when to sell, and how to spread your money, and then stick to your plan. Think about legacy. Decide what you want your money to do after you, such as supporting a scholarship fund for students, setting up a family trust, or creating digital or educational resources that last. Now that you've seen the ladder, ask yourself which level you're stuck at and what it's costing you to stay there. No matter where you are today, you can take the next step because each level is about progress and choosing to move forward rather than staying stuck. The truth is that growth is open to anyone who is willing to climb higher. The biggest risk isn't falling. It's never climbing toward the better future you deserve. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Share it with anyone who could use some inspiration. See you next time.